Hey, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. So, today, um, I want to address a few things. First of all, I just want to say I love us, okay? Because, you know, when this happened, one silver lining that occurred was that Denzel Washington and Tyler Perry went over to Will Smith and they helped him, they prayed with him. They stood in the gap for him. They saw their brother on the cusp of a mental break, it seemed like. I don't know what's going on personally with Will Smith or with Jada Pinkett Smith. She's told us about, her issues with alopecia. And they're going to address the issues, about what happened on last Sunday at the Oscars, at the red table. When that happens, I'll definitely make a video about it and give you guys a recap and an update. But I just want to say that seeing, you know, brothers lift each other up in their time of need was very heartwarming because they saw that he needed it. And yeah, it's really concerning when you see somebody at their lowest moment. And the beautiful thing about this is they didn't kick him when he was down. And I'm looking around and I'm seeing so many other people do just that. You know, that's concerning to me. Like I said, I'm not condoning violence. I'm not saying what he did was right. What I am saying is we're all human beings. And, you know, because Will Smith has had a nice guy persona for so long, I feel like people did take his kindness for weakness. But he did grow up in West Philly. And I don't know if y'all ever I've been to West Philly and they don't play. You know what I'm saying? Like, much respect, much love out to everybody from West Philly. But I love Philadelphia. The cheesesteaks are amazing. The people are amazing. They're firm but fair. You know what I'm saying? Don't start it, won't be it. You know. And Chris Rock, like I said, I do commend him. He took it on the chin. His ticket sales have been going through the roof. People have been supporting him. Um, but it wasn't unprovoked. You know what I mean? Like, you can't provoke people, whether it's through words or whatever, and then tell them how to you know treat you. You teach people how to treat you. You don't poke fun at someone at a vulnerable point, period. So, like I said, I think both men were wrong, but I feel like there is a huge overreaction to what happened. And by overreaction, I mean that I feel like there is just this assault or attack on Will Smith, because of one low moment in his life. Nobody's perfect. Nobody. And like I said, I'm not excusing what he did. He did resign from the academy. He took full ownership and responsibility. But I feel like there is an overreaction because Will Smith is such a mega star and such a movie star. I really do. I feel like people are delighting in his downfall. Those in Hollywood, those in really high places, and those in just regular folks. You know. But yeah, I commend Denzel Washington. Not only was he comforting Will Smith, but he also went over to check on Chris Rock to see if he was okay. Like, Denzel Washington is just a class act. He's been with Pauletta for forever. You know what I mean? We have never now I will say I have never in my whole life heard Denzel step out on Pauletta, disrespect her. I've never heard of him getting in any kind of trouble. Wow. See, that's what I mean. Like, I can't imagine having to um, walk such a fine tightrope. It's almost impossible because we're human beings, but yet we expect that of those in Hollywood, our actors and actresses, especially our black actors and actresses. Like, they have so much pressure and they have, they're so policed and criticized and held in this, hypercritical light. And but yeah, man, Denzel Washington, you are a class act, brother. You really are. Like, he is just an amazing actor, an amazing human being. He went over and checked on Chris Rock to see if he was okay. And Chris was like, yeah, I mean, Chris grew up in New York, Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn. Um, at least, that's where he had his show. The plot of his show, Everybody Hates Chris, but he said he was bullied when he was younger. Um, but yeah, I do. I commend Chris for not making a bad situation worse, and I commend Chris or Denzel for going to check on Chris as well. So he wasn't playing favorites. He checked on both of the men um, regarding what happened. And I love us. I love us as a people because we check on each other. I really wish that this whole situation could have been handled, quote unquote, in house, because it would have been a lot less detrimental to Will Smith's career. And I'll make a video talking about that a little bit later because I found out some things that are kind of disturbing and disappointing. Um, but Denzel goes to, first he says, yeah, he goes to TD Jakes. Bishop TD Jakes has an international, um, it's called the International Leadership Summit in Dallas, Texas. And he he says, fortunately, there were people there, not just me, but others. Tyler Perry came immediately right over with me, said some prayers. I don't want to say what we talked about, but for the grace of God, go any of us, right? Like, who are we to condemn? I don't know the ins and outs of the situation. I only know the situation was prayer the way I see it. Washington said on Saturday. So he said this yesterday to TD Jakes, and there they are at the conference. And like I said, I really commend Denzel Washington. He is a class act. I appreciate, even Bishop Jakes, asking about it. But yeah, man, I really wish that there was more compassion extended to all parties involved. You know, like the almost behind any violence, there's so much hurt and pain underneath that, and I feel like if we could just come together and show compassion toward one another and empathy toward each other's situations, like, man, it would be just so much better for everybody involved because there's so much collateral damage, I mean, there's kids involved, there's, everyone has their own take, but people vilifying Will, like, I mean, he went from, like this America's um, you know, one of America's best and brightest, which he still is, in my opinion, movie stars. But they're like this pristine, he had this good guy, boy next door type of persona to within 24 hours. I mean, it seemed like how the Hollywood machine just ate him alive and were, just making him out to be this black brute. And that is within the context and the framework of the five stereotypes of Black Hollywood, or yeah, the five stereotypes that Black actors have in Hollywood. And I will make a video about that because that is so intriguing, and that explains a lot about what I believe is happening to Will Smith in his career. Why Halle Berry and Denzel Washington, Halle Berry is still the only Black actress to have won an Oscar for Best Actress, and it's been 20 years since she's won it. Y'all, we gonna break it down. We gonna discuss it. But I just had to bring this to you Because, like I said, I wanted to not only commend Denzel about what happened, but just to say, for us as a people, we need to take care of each other, y'all. Like we really do. Um, it is so difficult navigating this world as a black person, especially in America. Um, I mean, it's crazy. You can get killed for just a minor traffic offense. There was another mass shooting in Sacramento, and it's just like people are so. I don't know if it's because of COVID. I don't know if it's because of what happened with the Trump administration. I don't know if it's just because it's become a common occurrence, like all these mass shootings, or a combination of of all. But people value guns over human lives here, and it is sickening. Um, Something has got to give. It really does. It's crazy. So, but that's it. I don't want to hold y'all too long. I want to say I love you. Take care of each other and be gentle with yourselves and each other. And I'm gonna make a video about not only the 5 stereotypes in Hollywood, but also about them just railroading our brother Will. So I love y'all. I'll talk with you later. Bye.